Here we are on Monday, day 2 of the great R33 farm pig experiment. First thing this morning, about 6 a.m., Mary and I were at the dining room window making sure that the pigs were still in their pen, their new yard here in the woods. And sure enough, that old electric netting held up. I made a few modifications to it just to get a little more juice going on those bottom strands, but it's working. So I retract my previous statement. I'm actually pretty impressed with this stuff. Oh goodness, hope they don't get zapped. They come over here to see what I'm doing, but I think they've been zapped enough now. If they're anything like goats, they kind of get a sense for it. We never had electric around our feeder hogs. They were always just in a pen. So this is all brand new for us in terms of electricity and pigs, but it's working. And these little guys are tanks, so if it was possible to go through, we would have woke up and our little piggies would be wild pigs. So anyway, they're safe and sound and made it through the night, and they've actually done a little bit of work already. And I don't know if I mentioned that in the first video. That's really what this experiment is about, is just so that they can work the land. We've got they are in 10 by 16 stalls each, so they went from 160 feet to about 1,000 square feet, but we've got a huge, just thorny mess over here, and we've chopped at it last spring and summer, and it's I can't get it to, I mean, even the brush hog, there's so much down trees and stuff. It was just a little bit more time than I wanted to spend working on the land, and we started looking at these other YouTube channels, and can't think of their names right now or give them credit, but there's quite a few out there that are doing woodland pigs and using pigs to work the land just like it was done back in yesteryear, right? So they are happy as can be. I don't know if the camera's catching it or not, but their little tails are wiggling, and that's just like, they're just like dogs. Tails wiggle when they're happy, tuck between their legs when they're afraid or anxious. And as you can see, they're really happy. I give them a little bit of feed this evening when we normally feed all the animals, but right now they're still, I was out here earlier, of course. They're just still munching away on the underbrush and the nuts and rooting around, probably getting grubs and Lord knows what else, because they're pretty much little garbage disposals. They'll eat anything you throw at them. There's some sort of fuzzy pig out there that's supposed to be a vegetarian, but these guys will eat anything. They get table scraps, and that's true with most local farmers. The animals are that's why it's important to shop local, just because they're just treated so much better. I mean, they are happy as can be. These two may never be meat, but we're going to try that first litter and just see. I've been watching and reading different forums and channels on processing potbelly pigs, and there's a lot of controversy on it, like everything else online, but there's quite a lot of people that have good remarks about their fat, and that's pretty much what we do with our pork anyway. We use it to sweeten up the venison meat and mix it in for sausage. That's what we eat primarily here, and of course bacon. Now Potbelly big bacon I don't think is going to be too good. It'll be short little bacon strips, but they're pretty happy. Anyway, I'm on my little soapbox. Haven't talked to anybody today except for Miss Mary, and she's in there working online, and so I'm just gonna take a little bit of a picture of our setup here. It's kind of a hot mess, but we were in a hurry. We were trying to do a rectangle, but once we got into the woods and kind of realized there's a couple low spots, we almost have an oval shape here with this little knockout that's right in front of me. So again, they went from 160 square feet of living space each to 1,000 square feet, and they're just in their natural habitat. So I mean, it's just amazing how happy they are. And I'm impressed with already what they've crushed down in one evening. I mean, we didn't get them in this pen in the woods here until, I don't know, it might have been 5:30, 6 o'clock last night. We were just got them in here, and I just got the electric where I was happy and comfortable with it right before dark. We actually sat on the deck with a bonfire and watched Pig TV for as long as we could last night. Got the firearm flashlight and was lighting them up, watching them in the dark, and they were busy all the way until we went inside. But pretty exciting. So far, pretty happy with the experiment. Of course, if this works, I've been reading the forums, and a lot of people do this with their heritage hogs also, so this might just be the new pig setup. Work the land, save my back and tractor a little bit of time, and cut down on feed costs. So it's a win-win. So that's the latest of the day 2 pig experiment. They're trying to follow me because I usually represent feed. So they're just also highly intelligent and curious animals, so they're just checking out what I'm doing too. But they are definitely comfortable now. So anyway, more later. Have a great day. Say bye, pig pig. Say bye, pig pig.